Hi, and welcome to the second episode of the Silver Lining series, A Fork in the Road. Today, we're going to give ourselves the credit that we deserve. Today, we are going to recognize that we are only human. And just as the song goes,
but I'm only human, and I bleed when I fall down. I'm only human, and I crash and I break down.
me too. And I don't know about you, but that song really pumps me up because we are only human and we are doing the best that we can. So I want to start out this video by listing a few things that we can all be proud of. 1, we woke up today. 2, we got out of bed. 3, we put on clothes. And 4, we showed up. Whatever that looks like today, we showed up. And even though that list may not sound like big ticket items to be proud of, they are. And recognizing that encompasses self-compassion, gratitude, and resiliency. Kristen Neff, Associate Professor of Human Development and Culture at the University of Texas and pioneer of research on self-compassion, defines self-compassion as being kind and understanding toward oneself in instances of pain or failure, rather than being harshly self-critical. Perceiving one's experiences as part of the larger human experience, rather than seeing them as isolating. And holding painful thoughts and feelings in mindful awareness, rather than over-identifying with them. Gratitude is defined as the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. And as we've discussed before, gratitude fosters cognitive restructuring by evoking positive thinking. It enhances dopamine and serotonin levels in the brain, the neurotransmitters responsible for happiness. And it reduces fear and anxiety by regulating stress hormones. And lastly, resilience, a process to harness resources to sustain well-being. I just recently read a quote by New York Times #1 best-selling author Mark Manson that read, "You don't build psychological resilience by feeling good all of the time. You build psychological resilience by getting better at feeling bad." So there you have it. Showing up matters. Giving ourselves credit for showing up matters. Because it is that recognition that enhances our self-compassion, gratitude, and resilience. But I want to recognize a few other things. I think we have all gotten used to the fact that we have to show up and do our job, regardless of how little sleep we get, or how stressed out we feel, or how overwhelmed we've become, or how burnt out we are. It's our responsibility to show up and do our job. And it's also how we pay the bills. And I hear that loud and clear. Trust me. I simply want to encourage that we recognize that we are doing the best that we can with the cards that we've been dealt. You are doing the best that you can. Honor that, but don't ignore it. Yes, we should be proud of ourselves for showing up. But then we need to ask, who are we showing up for? The other piece to this is acknowledging that sometimes we forget to show up for ourselves. And we need to start making choices that honor our own needs as they arise, in whatever way that looks like for you. This morning, for me, it meant hitting snooze one more time. Yesterday, it meant doing some yoga instead of intense cardio. Clearly, I'm tired. But those little choices go a long way, and they help us to reprioritize ourselves, however and whenever we can. Reprioritizing ourselves looks different every single day. Here's a little exercise I have been trying to do lately to reconnect with myself and to help my nervous system feel safe and supported. Morning and night. In the morning, ask yourself 3 questions. What do I want? What do I need? And how can I ask others for help and support? And at night, ask yourself, what 3 things felt good today? And what 3 things made me feel drained today? Just a simple morning and nighttime routine that can make a big difference in how you show up for yourself and for others. Honoring yourself, honoring where you are at, giving credit to yourself for showing up, and choosing to honor your own needs. That is a recipe for well-being if I've ever heard one. The key is to acknowledge that you have the right to show up just as you are, and that it's enough. Repeat after me. I am here, I am strong, I am enough. I am here, I am strong, I am enough. Love a good affirmation. So, the silver lining is that we have the power to show up for ourselves first in even the smallest of ways. But inevitably, there's a fork in the road. Do we continue to live every day like it's Groundhog's Day? Or do we give ourselves the credit for showing up in the first place and choose to do one thing for ourselves today? The choice is yours.